If you're afraid of the dark, you might not want to listen to this story. So this couple have been together for 5 years. When they first met, they discovered that they had a lot of things in common, including both being devotees of La Santa Muerte. They both also love to celebrate Halloween. They love it so much that they do something on Halloween that's not even like a tradition of where they're from. They saw on a Halloween movie that people carve pumpkins, and so they decided to make their own little tradition at home of carving pumpkins for Halloween. So the thing that happened to them is one of the craziest things that they've ever experienced. However, keep in mind that they have gone through paranormal things together a lot. For example, they both see what they call the white little girl. Not just that, but there are moments where they would both come home from work and they would also see like a lady with a veil and a candle. Those sightings that they had seen never scared them. They never had a weird feeling with the little girl or the lady with the veil. Why are they telling us about the paranormal things that happened to them? Because they want to let you know that these things were not as scary as what the fuck just happened to them. So this happened to them on Halloween night when they had already carved pumpkins and were in bed. As the girl is laying there, she gets this really weird feeling like if something is in the house or like something weird is going on. And without really like realizing that she had said it out loud, she says, "What entered? What is in here?" She says that she hears a response in her head telling her it's something bad. Be careful. She immediately opens her eyes and starts looking around the room. That's when her intuition kicked in again and made her look at the side of the room where the closet and the wall meet, where it's the darkest area in that bedroom. She says that when her eyes meet that very dark space in the bedroom, she just got the chills. Like she could feel that it was something malevolent in her bedroom in that spot. She continues staring at that spot and she knows that there's something there. And as if this thing could read her mind, out of nowhere, she sees a pair of eyes coming from that dark spot. She says that the eyes looked almost like cat eyes and that they were green and had like very big lines in the middle. Even though she was like so scared in that moment, she ends up shaking her partner awake and he does wake up and he's like, what's wrong? What are you doing? She couldn't talk, but she pointed to that corner of the bedroom. When the guy turns to look at that same direction, he is also in shock and just confirms to her that he is also seeing the same thing that she is. He manages to whisper to her, "What is that?" And she responds to him, "I don't know." He then says, "This is bad. I can feel it. This is not good." Both of them at the same time and same moment are seeing the same thing and are both equally as afraid and shocked. The scariest thing happened next. It was almost as if this thing was feeding off of their fear. In that very moment, whatever was in the corner of their bedroom closed its eyes, and that's when they both started to see how the silhouette was forming in that corner. First was the head, and then they saw the shoulders, and it was when it started forming the hands where they saw that this thing was moving its fingers like this. It was almost as if they were giving it life. The girl was like, I don't know if it was my intuition or I was like just so scared that she tells her partner, "Go and turn the lights on." He says that he wanted to get up and run to the light so fast, but when he did, it was almost like his legs betrayed him. His legs were like, "We are scared and we're not moving," because when he tried to run to the light, he falls down to the ground. His legs are not moving because of how scared he is. And she's still screaming at him, "Turn the light on, turn the light on, turn the light on." He is so determined to turn that light on, even though his legs are betraying him. He is starting to crawl all the way towards the door to where that light is. As he's crawling towards the light switch, he says that he feels his legs working again. He stands up and he turns the light on, and that is when he hears a growl coming from that corner. They say that this thing disappeared, but they heard a sound like if 1,000 crystals had just broken around them. It was horrible, and after that day, they said that they went and gathered with the people who are also devotees of La Santa Muerte, their friends, and started asking if they had ever experienced this thing. Every person that they asked, every person that they shared this story to would never say anything about that. It was almost as if they were all terrified of also experiencing this thing in their home. But what do you think that was?